Going viral is fucking addictive. I know this from experience. I've got up to 100 million views in a month. And when you don't have the views, it's easy to desire them, right? To feel like, oh, things will change, things will get better, my life will get better, I'll make more revenue when I'm getting hundreds of millions of views like that dude or that girl. And when you have the views, it's easy to feel like I just need more views and that'll be the answer, that'll be the way that I finally grow my business. But the writing is already on the wall. I'm sure you've seen or heard of many creators that have millions and millions of followers but are broke living in their mum's basement. And you hear of these things not because they're the anomaly, but because they're the norm. When we chase virality, when we believe that all views are worth the same, then it's a slippery slope down into chasing views and becoming more and more desperate for attention. So much so that you lose yourself in the process. You start doing silly little TikTok dances when you started out as a lawyer or a doctor who said that they wanted to be respected and seen as premium. You see, my company is called Viral Video Club. So clearly, on some level, I care about virality. But the sorts of virality I care about has shifted over time. Before it was all views from everyone, which led to me getting views from 15-year-olds and people that just couldn't afford what I was trying to sell. And at the same time, I could see people with far less knowledge and far less attention growing their businesses significantly faster than I was. So my core belief that more views was always better was broken. And I really started to feel this when I stumbled across a mentor who was making multiple 7 figures a year from purely Instagram with 3,000 followers. And at the time, I had over 100 times more followers than this person and 1,000 times more monthly views. Now my definition of virality is maximizing the total number of people that you want to speak to that actually see your video. And there's no exact measure of this other than with the messaging. Are you speaking directly to the sorts of people that will want to work with you? And in order for me to understand this at a deep level, I started learning everything I could about strategy, branding, positioning, messaging, and superpowers. When I started to read the books and the articles and watch the YouTube videos, I started to understand what had been missing all along. And I went from being stuck at $1 million a year in my business for over a year to finally breaking through and hitting that $2 million mark. And nothing else changed in my business. All I did was figure out who I was speaking to, what they cared about, what they desired, what they feared, where they were trying to get to, what was in their way, what the competition was doing that they shouldn't be doing, and what they weren't doing that they should be doing. And then who am I? What are my unique strengths and weaknesses? And how can I bring the full force of who I am to the content that I produce to stand out in a way that's both easy and authentic? And if you want to really cut through and make content easy, fun, sustainable, and profitable, then you too have to understand your strategy. Trust me, instead of trying to get more views, try and get more views from the right people. Do this and your business will absolutely explode, I promise you.